The big breaking of the hour, the mortal remains of the 15 Indian nationals who lost their lives in the 11th July boat tragedy off Vietnam's Phu Quoc Island have now departed Ho Chi Minh City. The Vietnam Airlines flight is scheduled to land in Mumbai at 9:35 p.m. India time, and it is going to bring closure to the grieving families. Shweta Verma on the telecast with me. Shweta, shed more light into the mortal remains that are finally going to be arriving in India today, later at night. 9:35 p.m. is when the mortal remains are going to be landing at the Mumbai airport, after which the concerned state departments have been directed that the bodies be taken back to their respective states.
Well, that's right. In fact, the mortal remains of the 15 Indian nationals who tragically lost their lives on 11 July in boat accident in Vietnam. In fact, their mortal remains will be brought to India today via a Vietnam Airlines flight. In fact, this has been informed by embassy. However, we are also getting to learn that once they are brought to Mumbai, the respective state governments will be informed and they will be requested to coordinate with the affected families for the onward transportation of the mortal remains to the final destination. Today, they will be arriving around 9:35 p.m. This is what the information that has been given by the embassy states that. So, at Mumbai airport today at around 9:35 p.m., the mortal remains of the 15 Indian nationals would be arriving today.
Okay, Shweta, thank you for sharing that update with us. The state government of Andhra Pradesh, Kerala and Tamil Nadu will now coordinate the onward transportation of the mortal remains to their final destinations. The Indian Embassy in Vietnam has already briefed the states, requesting them to assist the bereaved families. Belly Thomas on the telecast with me. Belly, the 13 mortal remains, including residents belonging to Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Andhra Pradesh, are going to be arriving tonight at the Mumbai airport. What provisions have been made by the state governments of all these three states to bring back the mortal remains to their grieving families?
With the intervention of the Union Civil Aviation Minister Kincharapu Ram Mohan Naidu, and in consultation with the Embassy of India in Vietnam, detailed arrangements have been finalized for the transshipment of these mortal remains arriving from Vietnam. So, as you said, the mortal remains of all the 15 Indian victims are scheduled to arrive at the Mumbai's Maharaja Chhatrapati International Airport at around 9:35 p.m. tonight by Vietnam Airlines flight VN 979. And after the mortal remains reach the airport, there will be a clearance process where customs, medical and documentation formalities for all the 15 mortal remains are expected to take place, which would be roughly for around 5 to 6 hours according to the officials. And to ensure seamless handling, the governments of Tamil Nadu and Kerala have also engaged an official and an organization under whom John Pinto International, an experienced agency specialized in such operation. So in Andhra Pradesh, the arrangements are like followed detailed discussions by the Residence Commissioner in Andhra Pradesh Bhavan. The handling agency has agreed to transport the 3 mortal remains to Hyderabad at a consolidated cost of around 43,000 per mortal remain. So this includes even air transportation from Mumbai airport, Megha.